Foster, how would you like me to call you? Mr. Foster or Joe?
Joe does nice,
Okay,
yes.
got it.
Okay, Sabrina. Wonderful.
Okay,
We're
hello,
recording.
Joe.
Good.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's this you got behind you? Flip and Fix, Pontelas.
Fix. Oh, okay. So it is, my company name is Fix and Flip en Español.
Are you in Spain?
En español, which is I am Latina, I'm Hispanic. So we're teaching people how to invest in real estate, mostly the Hispanic community. Since they already know construction, why not?
Right. Oh, absolutely. And are you in Spain or are you
No, I'm here in the US.
in the US? Okay.
Yes, which
But
we have a lot of Hispanics here,
you have a lot of Hispanics. We know that. Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're taking over. Okay, Joe. So I am very, very happy, very honored to be here with you. We met you just a couple of weeks ago, and here we are. I can't believe
That's it.
yeah, the power of building relationships. So first of all, I want to thank you for your time. And second, I have a few questions for you. And my daughter, she's 9, Sophia,
Right.
she asked me to ask you a question. So I'm going to start with that, with her question, because to me it's the most important one.
Okay. Right.
If you're okay with it. Okay.
That's
so
wonderful.
this is a drawing she did, and she's like, show it to him. So
That's nice. Yeah.
her question is, how did you become successful? And let's see if you give her the same message that I give her, or if you give her a different message, because she is going to hear this.
She's going to listen to it. Well, to be honest, how you become successful there's a lot of reasons. One is you have to be optimistic. You have to be, because you're going to find there's some things step in your way and make life difficult, but you've got to be consistent. You've got to stay with it. You've got to be willing to work hard. And the other thing is, whatever life you pick for yourself, you have to enjoy it. Just make sure you enjoy whatever you're doing. And if you enjoy it, if you've got that determination to stay with something, and you can find something a little bit different, then that improves your chances of being successful. But enjoying your life is most important, because enjoying your life, you are successful. To enjoy your life. So many people go through life and they do something that they're not happy doing, but they're doing it because they have to do it in order to provide some money. And that is not a good way of being successful. So enjoy something, work at it hard, and understand whatever you're doing, understand it as well as anybody understands it. You've got to know the job that you're doing. You've got to know it well. So hopefully a few things there that you need to think about.
Okay, that's a great message, and I thank you for it, because we do take for granted sometimes, or now in the social media, we hear people becoming millionaires overnight. Like it doesn't happen, and that's the message I usually tell her. You gotta practice, practice, practice. You gotta be persistent. You gotta be patient. And what you're saying right now is it's adding to what I tell her. So, which is work hard. Like nothing is gonna happen overnight.
No.
So
no. Work hard. Yes, indeed.
Right.
To do that, you need to enjoy it.
You need to enjoy it. Yes.
Yes.
Which is very, very powerful as well. So I will make sure that she listens to this, and she's gonna follow your advice, I'm pretty sure. But now let's get into the action.
Okay.
So we do have a few businesses, my husband and I decided once I had my daughter, which what you said right now, it kind of, it clicked into me, because once I became pregnant and had my daughter, I stopped working for somebody else, which is when we became real estate investors. It was a very, very hard journey. I'm sure you understand that whenever you're starting something from scratch. But after, like, once we became good at the business, fixing and flipping houses, we started teaching it to our students. We have a big community, which we are passing our knowledge to them. And some people find it very hard to invest in themselves. We invest in ourselves, in knowledge, right? We have great coaches, as you know, and this is why we're here with you. Now, what message will you send to people who maybe resist investing in their knowledge to better themselves?
Well, I think the important thing, Sabrina, is that you need to be an optimist. You need to be willing to take that risk, take that step. A lot of people don't invest because they feel that they don't want to take a risk. They don't want to lose. But unless you're willing to accept the fact that, yeah, on occasions, you may lose, on occasions. But if you don't take that step, you will never gain. You need to take, which is being an optimist. Being an entrepreneur is being an optimist. You have to have, and if you're an optimist, there will be problems, but an optimist finds the way through the problem, finds sometimes that the problem is an opportunity. And if you can change the problem into an opportunity, if you can see something different, it gives you a different perspective. And this again is the optimist. It's the one who can see, there's an advantage here. What can I turn this into? Right. You know, we had to change the Reebok name. We started off as Mercury, and we couldn't register the name, so we had to change, and that was our first big blow. We're nearly 2 years into our company, and now our name, we can't have it. Big challenge. But we found Reebok, and we think we came up with a better name. We think that was something better than Mercury. Mercury was good, but Reebok was easier, better. Same with our silhouette. We had a silhouette, and Adidas thought that we were infringing the 3 stripes. Ours was 2 stripes and a T-bar, but okay, so what did we do? We came up with the vector. We changed it, and it's the one you see today, is the silhouette you see today on Reebok. We came up with that, which is, again, it's identifiable. You can recognize it. And so you will find problems are there, especially if you're doing well. If you're not doing well, maybe cheap people will not challenge you. But once you start doing well, once things start working, you can run into challenges. But those are opportunities. And so it is thinking, challenge, opportunity. This is what you can turn this into. And I don't care what that challenge is. You can usually find that it's sent for a purpose, and that purpose is to challenge you into turning around, turning something around. And you usually come up with something better.
Awesome. Yeah, it's as if the problem sometimes comes dressed as a problem, but it could be a blessing, right? Which is the way I want to see it. Like, what is this challenge forcing me to do, to think, to stretch my muscles, which I love it. I love it. Thank you. And I do feel that way. Now, tell me, what was that one very difficult? You just mentioned one right now, which is changing the name, right, to Reebok, like going through that process. What kept you going? What was that thing? What was the fire in you that inspired you to say, no, this is my company, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna find a solution, instead of maybe saying, well, this doesn't work, let me go back for someone else? Like, what was that one thing that forced you to keep moving forward?
Well, I think it's that persistence. It's the need to say, we won't be defeated. There's a way. don't accept a problem as defeat. Don't accept failure as defeat. Accept them all as lessons. And I think if you have that mindset takes you forward always. It doesn't take you back. It may take you sideways. You may have to pivot, whatever you do. But I think I just think basically it's that optimistic view you have that, no, why should I stop? I've got to keep going. We're going now. We're enjoying this. We're having some very good results. And so something comes along to get in your way. So the one thing is that desire to keep going, desire to make things work. And I think you have to have that part about you, which means that, you know, I enjoy these challenges. Yeah. It has to be part of your DNA, part of your makeup is to enjoy challenges. One of the reasons that I stepped back from Reebok when Reebok became, I think by that time, a $3 billion company, is that the same challenges didn't exist. You know, the challenges that exist are when you really, I don't say struggling, but when you're really developing your idea, developing your company. To do that, you're just scaling, and you come across these challenges. When you get very big, and we got very big to the point where really I am not challenged anymore.
Right.
So I think it is the ability to enjoy challenge.
You just said something. You're not challenged anymore, and I'm constantly looking for the next challenge. Whenever I'm feeling too comfortable, to just everything is going very smoothly, I challenge myself. Okay, what's next? What do we do next? So we invest in houses. We buy them ugly. We fix them. We sell them, and now we're coming up with other ideas of investments. And this is the same thing I pass on to my students, and they're having a lot of success. Like I didn't have, I started really without a coach, and I didn't have the success that they're having as of now. But what can you tell people about the importance of having a coach? And I guess we only have a few. What will you tell them? The importance of having a coach, a business coach, an investment coach in your business career.
I think these days things move along rapidly. In my days, if you can go back to the 1960s, it took time. It took me 11 years to get to America. It took time because we didn't have coaches. We didn't have business books. We didn't have people who could guide you. Now there are so many people around who can save you an awful lot of anxiety, can save you having maybe to solve some of those problems. You will still have to solve problems, but having a coach, having somebody to learn from, helps you get around obstacles, remove them, remove a lot of obstacles. You can now look for money, and you can get money. Money is so much easier than it was in my day. In my day, we only had a bank. Now you've got angels, you've got all sorts of opportunities, venture capital, all these things are there to be tapped. And you need a coach to help you get into those. People will show you the route to get in, to how to find the money, how to go there, what to do, how to talk about your business, you talk about your ideas. And that's where you need coaching. It's moved on so rapidly. So now this is a new resource, a resource that I didn't have back in the 1960s. So it's a resource that is part of being an entrepreneur, being part of successful. It's being part of being an optimist, is having other people teach you just the next step.
Awesome. Well, as an immigrant in the United States of America, which is it's been a blessing to us and to our family. This country is a country of blessings, I think, for many of us. What can you tell those immigrants that are maybe thinking about starting a business right now?
Well, we're busy now with a new a new book, in fact. Our book is called Survive and Thrive. And this is the story of your story could well be in there. You may not think that you're ready to write a book, but you might be ready to write a chapter. And that's what we've done. We've just produced one now. It will be out in 2 weeks' time. Survive and Thrive. So many people like yourself, immigrants, they survive how to get there. They survive lots of things. We've got immigrants from Russia, brought up there in refugee camps, who have survived all that, come to America, and they've now thrived and own their own business, just like you do. So we have a book about people, and most of these people are in America because most of them have experienced the opportunities that you can, just as we did with Reebok. We came to America in 1979, and we ended up as the #1 sports shoe company. Yes. So, it is, and that's what we're doing now. So we do have a new project, and it's good. And in fact, we're on book number 2 already. We have so many people to talk to on book 2 already.
And now I'll be reading the book number 2 as well. So thank you so much for your time. It is truly an honor to have spent time with you and now to be here with you and learn some business strategies. You're such a successful man, and we respect you a lot. And we wish you all the best and much more success to come, okay? And yes, I am that one crazy optimist that is ready to conquer the board.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, Sabrina. It really has. And good luck with your business. And I do wish you well, but you're in the right place. You're obviously doing the right things. And if you're passing on your knowledge also, then that's good. Really good.
Yes. Thank you so much. Big hug.